So often with fashion, you know, either you are a shoe person, you start out and you buy the shoe first and you work your way on up, or you get it last after you get the outfit. But you're a guy that it's all about the footwear. So I want to talk a little bit about shoes, because I think designing shoes is just so amazing, because I know that, you know, you have to think about so many more elements than just cutting a piece of fabric. So let's talk about footwear. Soulsville is your passion, and that's very, very clear. I want to talk to you about some of the other things that you're very, very passionate about, because I understand you give a lot to charities, and you constantly give back. So you dress people, but you haven't forgotten from whence you came, so to speak. So I wanted you to share something that's really close to your heart so people can get to know you.
Good afternoon, Atlanta.
Good afternoon.
You can do better than that. Good afternoon, Atlanta.
Okay, show them some love. Good afternoon, Atlanta, the man said. Okay.
I think we're ready. The name of my foundation is Soulsville, the Etu Evans Foundation. Our motto is saving souls one step at a time, connecting footprints around the world. Soulsville is committed to donating shoes throughout the Middle East, Africa, and the Caribbean. Also, we have a very strong emphasis placed on pediatric AIDS. I actually started Soulsville while in grad school at Columbia University. I would collect shoes off the streets, out of garbage cans, and give them to my students to actually get jobs. And we've been very fortunate where we send out 1,000 pairs of shoes monthly around the world, making a tremendous impact with pediatric AIDS, brothers who are coming back from incarceration, getting them back into work release programs or reentry programs. It's very rewarding, and I just believe that shoes are the foundation of life.
Well, thank you for that. Now, talk to me a little bit about shoes, and you know, what made you decide that out of all the things you possibly could design and, you know, create, what was the reason that you were just always a shoe man when you were in school? Were you like always a guy that had on the right sneakers? What inspired you to go into the shoe business?
Actually, I'm a behavioral therapist turned shoe therapist, according to the press. I love behavior. So initially, my grandmother would sit me on her canopy bed, and I noticed that her body would change as she put on her stilettos.
All right.
And she would always ask me, should I wear the black ones or the red ones? And I noticed, and I said, well, what's causing her body to change? I would question myself internally. Later, I made the connection that it was shoes. Then I became so enthralled with shoes that I realized that in China, the foot was binded. I realized in India and Africa, henna was used to decorate the foot. I realized to make a distinction, a demarcation, in London, the heels of the soles were actually painted. So there's a whole behavioral element to shoes. And just to relate back to the previous question, wherever you are and there are people who don't have shoes, it's an extreme sign of poverty. But shoes are the ultimate accessory. I would say my tip would be position yourself, find out what you want to do, find out where you see yourself in the market, because if you can see it and visualize it, you can attain it. Secondly, you have to persist. When I started doing shoes, everyone says, well, how do you make a shoe? You need a shoe last. Everyone wears a shoe, but you don't really fundamentally understand or can conceive how a shoe is made. Push, position, prepare. You're going to need some money. Shoe last costs money. If you're going to go to Parsons or FIT or any institution of higher learning, you need to prepare yourself to take that challenge on. And I would just like to close by saying I firmly believe that prosperity follows passion.
Thank you. I just wanted to ask Etu one short question about hemlines. Hemlines going up and down real fast. Quick. Just talk to me a little bit about, you know, how that affects the shoe business.
Everybody knows that economic woes, woe. What I've noticed in the city is that this whole Farm and Adele thing is coming back. You see a lot of girls wearing the Mary Janes. They're very popular. But my motto is that my shoes are Viagra without the side effects. So I'm committed to pointy toes and high heels.
Pointy toes and high heels. So on that note, let us go forward. All right.